Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Colton, BearScareBeauty, back again. I kind of ran into creative block, I guess. Not really, but kind of. Anyways, long story, whatever. Life, shit, everything sucks, we're all gonna die, right? Look at this cute new sweater I got at Express. It was on sale, 40% off. Anyways, depression. I got home from the gym and was just kind of like depressed and bored. And what do I always do when I'm depressed and bored? I browse Instagram. Hold your applause. And I noticed there was like a resurgence in a trend, and it was like the weird neon line thing. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but it was this thing where like, I don't know who started it. I feel like we're so far removed from who started it. Could not tell you who started it. But it was just like that colored line that has like a white line through it, and it looks kind of like a neon light or like a highlighter. And I was looking at these on Instagram, and I was like, these posts are insanely popular for something that's legitimately just a line of color with another line through it. And it was just really weird. And then I kind of noticed that they were all being shared for by like paid promotion accounts. And I'll get into that in another video probably. It was one of those things like, I can do that. Literally anybody can do that. It's so fucking easy. You need a color. You need, if you want to do it well, an eyeshadow of a similar color and white. That's it. That's all you need. So we're just gonna do that. It's gonna be fucking easy. I'm gonna love it. Okay. I'm gonna do that. I'll just take you through me getting base on, because whatever, I think I've done like 3 or 4 videos on that. And then we're gonna get into painting our face a little bit. I don't really do a lot of body painting. I'd like to do more, but I'm not super great at it. So I've been thinking about doing like an Eris Morn or even a Thrall body painting from Destiny. So let me know if y'all want me to do that. I don't know. Speaking of Instagram, follow me on Instagram, BearScareBeauty, same way it's spelled here. I'm going to start by contouring a little bit under makeup. ABH contour palette, cream contour. I really like this one. I did a video on this just a little while ago, so I am just going to carve up my face real quick. I'm just going to take the middle shade in here, light sculpt. Now that I look, once again, sufficiently insane, I'm just going to take, once again, my favorite Wet n Wild Photo Focus in Nude Ivory. Pull up my sleevey. I got my face all done. I am going to powder real quick using my favorite Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in 0.5. Gonna kind of hit most of my face with this. Just kind of kick the excess off. And really all that's done is just kind of establishing a base for us to blend the eyeshadow we're eventually going to put down later, as well as kind of establish, you know, where everything's gonna go. So, this is just the NYX Off-White, one of their pens. And I'm just gonna start drawing, you know? There we go. That's the route that our neon's gonna follow. That's it. You could use just straight eyeshadow for this, but I'm gonna put body paint down, and then I'm gonna kind of set on top of it and blend around. I have this dark pink. It's this like magenta-y pink. This is a Mayron Paradise paint. Now, I always spritz them and let them sit for a minute, And I want it to be like saturated. I don't know if you can see, but like it will kind of run a little bit and might even drip out. But it's not like too much. It's just enough to kind of coat it and let it sink in and soften the pigments. Honestly, for body painting, I usually use straight up paintbrushes. This is just a natural hair domed paintbrush. Now that it's saturated it is a little thick, so it's dried down a bit, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more water, kind of work it into a lather almost. And we're just gonna Now that we have that basic shape down, I'm just going to make sure I fill in any areas that look a little rough and just kind of smooth them out a little bit. Alright, well now that it looks like we've been branded by Cupid, I am going to grab a similar pink eyeshadow, and I'll be right back. This is the NYX Ultimate Palette. Try not to get super glary on there. And we're just going to take this top pink right here, and we're going to set that over it and kind of blend out the edges so it gives it a glowing effect. A little synthetic blending brush, and I'm going to start by kind of stamping it. Now that I've kind of added that over it, that's really just to keep it opaque. Now we're just going to kind of buff over it. And that's just going to kind of help to even the pigments out. Now I'm going to dip back into this, and I'm really saturating the brush, even though I'm just going to go tap it off a little bit. And just Now I'm just going to take kind of a more fluffy brush, and I'm just going to kind of continue blending this out. That's really all I'm doing. I'm going to dip back in with that magenta, and I'm just going to kind of hit it one more time just to make sure everything's nice and opaque. Now we have two options: concealer or white pencil. I think I want to go in with the white pencil. If you're wondering why I said that so pensantly, so seriously, it's because I just had a muttered... Words are hard, and I'm going to try to keep it relatively centered this time. Yeah, that side kind of fell apart. That side looks great though. So it's really not white enough. I think I do have to go in with that concealer, but I'm going to try to even it out a little bit right here real quick. Some of this white, this is just white Morphe concealer. God, you know, I really feel some kind of way about Morphe. I really try not to use many of their products. Their brushes are cheap and decent, and they make one of the cheapest white concealers I've ever seen. So sometimes the price is really the only upside, you know? This is more or less what I've been seeing on Instagram. I am going to do eyes real quick and then lipstick, but yeah, just this. I'm trying to look in the monitor to see how this looks on camera. You can kind of tell where the concealer's sitting a little bunched up, but it's kind of funny because you'll see that on Instagram too. You'll see that they've clearly like digitally re-edited these photos. I mean, if you're, you know, an Instagram influencer or something like that, obviously you're not going to let anybody see imperfect lines or anything like that, but like lines like this are not perfect in person. Using a pencil, whatever, not going to be perfect in makeup. It just doesn't work that way, right? So it's a little weird, and I mean, like, I use Photoshop on some of my photos and stuff like that. You kind of have to. Mainly just for, like, color correcting purposes, but I mean, you know, occasionally I've got some nasty zits popping up here, and here, and here, and here, and here, you know. So I might edit those out in, like, a photo I use for a video or something like that. But I don't change makeup, right? I don't edit on makeup. I don't change the way it looks. Maybe other than just color correcting, but that's kind of color correcting everything. I mean, that's gray behind me, and it kind of looks like yellow-green on camera, though this shirt's reading perfectly, so I don't know what that's about, but, you know, I think that was just kind of an interesting little rant, more kind of talking about the Instagram space. Let's do some eyes. I think I'm going to keep it real simple, real monochromatic. Mono imama. My Sharona. Hello. Hello, Mr. Swindleman. Do I just have like a makeup goblin stealing my makeup? I can't find my eye primer, so I'm just going to use the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Concealer, and this is in the shade Fair. I believe it's like the lightest or the second lightest they have, but, you know, we're just gonna... Just gonna take Afterlife from the BH Cosmetics 1991 palette, and I'm just gonna use that to set the lid. I find that when I use concealer versus an eyeshadow primer, I like setting the lid more. It just makes it so it creases a little less. Now with the same big fluffy brush, gonna dip into that same pink from the NYX palette before, and I mean, I am really coating that bad boy. I'm going to take a slightly more compact brush, and I'm going to start packing that pink in all around the eye. Take that big fluffy brush again. And I'm just going to grab some Lullaby on my little finger here. It's nice pink iridescent, and just pop that on the middle there. And I'm gonna go back in with that more dense brush, and I'm just gonna blend around it gently. Because I don't want anything clear and defined, right? I want everything to be very, like, ethereal. I'm also gonna take this just right under the little eye there. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. I'm just going to line them real quick using that same off-white eyeliner. My camera died and I couldn't find the other battery, so I'm going to have to figure that out. Now I finished my eyes. I actually put brows on off camera because I don't... who fucking wants to see these monstrosities get put on? Definitely sisters, not twins. Eyelashes... Coming up some eyelashes. Oh my god, honestly, curling your eyelashes has to be the worst goddamn feeling in the entire world. Flames! Flames on the side of my face! Tell me if you know what that reference is from. Fun? From. Tell me if you know what that reference is from. L'Oreal Lash Paradise. Thank you, Tati, for turning me on to this. I like this better than the collab one that she's really into now, but... using the spoolie to give him kind of a secondary push-up, too. Lastly, I'm just going to finish up the lips. This is one of the NYX Liquid Suedes in Pink Lust. If you've never tried the Liquid Suedes before, I would recommend them. They always smell kind of like acrylic paint to me. They are not a full matte lipstick, they're like a demi-matte, so they don't dry down completely, they do transfer. Oh wow, I finally did a good lip line on me, for once. And this is the final look. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I was just kind of struggling with being hyper uninspired. I don't want to just default to just doing beauty looks, but special effect looks are hard, time consuming, expensive. I need to remake a new life cast of myself and then, you know, get super expensive silicone or even like a new airbrush machine and capping fluid to make prosthetics with. And none of that stuff is cheap. So this is passion project? Passion project. Let's go with that. But yeah, hopefully you guys liked my little Instagram neon look. Show it off a little there. That was a bit much. Thanks for watching. Once again, this is Colton with BearScareBeauty. Follow me on Instagram, BearScareBeauty, and Twitter, same way it's spelled here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully I do more inspired stuff when I feel a little more inspired. Maybe I'll recreate this and not fuck up this whole piece. Wow, my hands are fucking... Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm getting a little off topic here. Subscribe, it'd mean a lot to me. Follow me on my various social media, and stick around, watch more. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.